Hey friends, Destiny here, popping in with some truths that I have recently downloaded, have integrated, or am currently integrating. So, the first thing is I want to talk about what would be referred to as a sin. Okay. And I want to talk about who we are and what we're doing here. Like, so I'm going a little bit deep. Like, this is going to be spiritual. It's going to be, you might think it's a little bit woo woo. You might, whatever, whatever. But this is what it is. So, we are all a fractal, a piece, an aspect of the creator, of source energy, of God. Okay? Everything leads back to this oneness. I am, you are, they are, it is, right? All of it, including Earth, its inhabitants, all of it is made of God, from God, by God. Okay? Everything has, every living thing has a consciousness, has a frequency, holds its own energy. It's all energy. So I am made by God, from God, of God. And that consciousness comes into this physical body, right? We're animals, this animal body. I'm a living being. So I have my higher awareness. I have my consciousness, my God self, okay? My higher self. There are so many different terms, but it's all the same thing, okay? My higher self comes in with this animal body that has a brain, which has an ego that is formed from my forming brain. Okay, so it's having a higher self and, in a sense, my lower self. Okay, so the lower self is what is programmed. And that is what plays out it has stories, it makes up beliefs based on these stories, and it plays out these same reactions, same patterns over and over again until we give enough space between our identification with our lower self and allowing space for our higher self to be more present, right? It's like really embodying this higher self. So we each have our own plan, our own blueprint, our own lessons to learn. And so I want to relate this back to a sin. So I think the general understanding of what a sin is something that you sin against this being that is outside of you, okay? And that it's like a black and white thing. This is a sin, this is not a sin. If you do this, you're bad. If you do this, you're good, okay? False. So what a sin actually is anything that goes against your spirit. So a sin is actually a very personal thing. Okay. What is a sin to me and against my spirit might very well not be a sin to someone else, right? It's all in how it sits with their soul. So anytime that we're looking outside of us and accusing someone of sinning or looking down on someone for what they're doing, this is a big red flag for you, or a big green flag, honestly, for you to go into what about this, right? Like make it about you. Everything here is a reflection of you. I am you. If I am triggering something within you by saying this, there's something for you there. If you're getting the goosey truthies and you feel that this is aligned, there's something for you there. Okay? You wouldn't be actually watching this if there wasn't something for you here. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome. So anything that goes against our higher self. And so if we are continuing, we all have our own moral compass, right? What points north for me very well maybe someone else's south. So this is all about identifying your own moral compass. So if you see something that triggers you outside of yourself, there's something for you there. Like ask God to show you, like dive into that. Figure out what about that triggers you and why. Is it just part of your programming? Are you just looking outside of yourself and saying that what they're doing is bad because you've been programmed to believe that? Do you actually believe that? Do you actually believe in your heart the thing that's triggering you? Because when when we get to the point where like we know our own moral compass, we accept who we are, what we are, why we are, with love, grace, and understanding, it really doesn't leave any of that finger pointing energy within us, because we've looked at ourselves in such a way that, okay, yeah, like I see where I have done some things, I've participated in some things, I've thought some things that I feel would make me unworthy, right? I've experienced things that have made me believe that I'm unworthy. But when I like really go into that and I show love to that and I accept those parts of myself and I forgive myself for the mistakes that I've made while being human, and I truly offer it over to God, and I thank God for taking it and for still loving me, and for still believing in my worth, for still literally giving me life, giving me the gifts that I have, being in gratitude. I don't have space to look at anyone outside of me with anything but love and compassion, right? I'm still aware of shitty behavior. This doesn't excuse anyone's shitty behavior, but it gives me the grace and the space to know that they have not yet been able to face those parts of themselves, right? They're still living in separation and fear. And it gives me this space to give them grace. I don't have to stay in situations that aren't healthy for me. I don't have to participate in energy that's not healthy for me. This is my gift of free will. I don't need to put anyone else's comfort above my own comfort, but I also don't put it beneath mine. I'm no more worthy than anyone else, right? Self-awareness is a gift. It's not it's not for a chosen few, but it does take intentionality. You have to choose it, and you have to do the work and look at the parts of you that are keeping you in your illusion and keeping you in separation. Once you identify your parameters, right? Like what I believe is good, what I believe is less than good, what is keeping me from moving forward, accepting the ways that you have sinned against yourself, becoming aware of them, and then taking small steps and making, some of us could just jump in. Like I've heard of people just healing. Usually it takes a little bit of time and effort. It always takes effort, but forgiving yourself, gradual. Okay, I'm kind of like stumbling, and Spirit just said, read. So the first line that I wrote in my journal today was, remember, I get better every time. Go easy and pay attention. So reminding yourself that this isn't an instant change, taking it easy on yourself, and then just paying attention. What am I learning? What is my reality showing me? I had a realization today of the things that are triggering me the most about each one of my boys are the things that I am currently kind of avoiding within myself. They're all qualities that I hold. They're all qualities that I have learned and held on to. So that was a big eye-opener for what I need to work on today. Anyway, I hope this wasn't too rambly again. It usually is, but that's that's how I roll. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, my name is Destiny. I'm available for readings. I help people see through the illusion and the bullshit to actually make big, lasting changes in their lives and to lead them back to who they are, your higher self, your God self. Okay, I love you. Have a happy day.